You know, wrestling fans, it's 9:30. 9:30. I guess WWE has forgotten to put on a full 3-hour Monday Night Raw going into WrestleMania. Seriously, this is WrestleMania season. Every single Monday Night Raw, every single Friday Night SmackDown is going into WrestleMania. This is WrestleMania season, WWE. Okay? The entire 3-hour show should be completely full force into WrestleMania. Alright? What did you do? You gave us the exact same main event as we saw last week. Exact same. What's different from this week to last? Last week was an 8-man tag team matchup. This week is a 6-man tag team matchup. Sorry, not watching it. I'm not. AJ Styles was on Monday Night Raw tonight, and I can tell you, wrestling fans, he will be facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania. He name-dropped him. He said he was the greatest wrestler, the most phenomenal wrestler of any era, of any genre, of any company of all time. AJ Styles versus the Dead Man at WrestleMania 36. Now, what does that mean for Super Showdown? Does that mean he's going to go into that tournament, that gauntlet matchup, and be the victor? Maybe, possibly. Honestly, I would love to see if Taker versus AJ Styles is what's in the cards. The Undertaker cost AJ Styles the trophy. AJ Styles doesn't need to bring home the Kuwait trophy or whatever it's called. He doesn't need it. Undertaker can cost AJ Styles that matchup, whether Taker's actually at the event or not. The lights can come off, fire, pyro, all that stuff would be awesome. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below about that, wrestling fans. One thing I can tell you is AJ Styles, Undertaker, WrestleMania 36, going to be a hellacious matchup, and I can't wait to see it. Can definitely tell you that. Now, wrestling fans, let's move on with the rest of Monday Night Raw. We saw an absolutely dreadful, absolutely horrible sermon, if you call it, from the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins, and the rest of his clowns, if you will. The people that follow him, AOP and Buddy Murphy. I'm not calling him Murphy. You know, I like everybody that follows him, his disciples, and I like Seth Rollins. But this segment was dreadful. I was so glad, I was happy when Kevin Owens and the Viking Raiders came out and interrupted the sermon of the Monday Night Messiah, because that was dreadful. Randy Orton absolutely brutalized Matt Hardy tonight. We all knew that was going to happen. I don't think we're ever really going to get a full answer from Randy Orton. I think just out of nowhere, Edge is going to show up and bam! We're going to be off to the races with Edge and Randy Orton going into WrestleMania. I tell you what, I want you all to really look at this. For this WrestleMania, we got Edge in a matchup. Looks like we're going to have Undertaker in a matchup. Probably going to have Goldberg in a matchup. Not 100% sure about that one. I have to wait and see what happens at Super Showdown, wrestling fans. Brock Lesnar in a matchup. Right there. It's a 100% turnaround from last year's WrestleMania. Last year's WrestleMania, you didn't see any of these type stars in it. Oh, and I forgot to say this. John Cena in a match. He's there in 2 weeks. He's on SmackDown in 2 weeks. He's one. Rumors have it that he's going to be in a match as well. It's a shame it's against Elias or King Corbin, because that means it's a waste of time. But who knows? I have to wait and see what happens. Alright, wrestling fans. Hopefully, WWE pulls something better out of their hat. Now, the rest of Monday Night Raw. They announced who is going to be in the Elimination Chamber for the women. The winner will face Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 36. Let me make this perfectly clear, okay? WWE, now I wish you would go down the path of actually getting the people qualified matches instead of having newspapers, websites, all different types of places, certain just WWE.com announcing it days in advance on the Monday before Raw, on the Sunday before Raw, announcing that Shayna Baszler and all these other participants are going to be in it. Natalya, Ruby Riott, so on and so forth, are going to be in the Elimination Chamber. In the meantime, we have Shayna Baszler and Becky Lynch having a rivalry on Monday Night Raw. So we know Shayna Baszler is going to eat her way through all the competition and then probably take the title off Becky Lynch. Why? Because when you sit back and look at it, who is there left to take to take the title off Becky? Seriously, who's left? Charlotte is going to NXT to take the title off that champion, Rhea Ripley. So who's left? Nobody. Going to be an awesome match. Going to be a good build. But Becky Lynch is going to lose that title. She is going to drop that championship to Shayna Baszler at WrestleMania. This is my prediction right now. I might change my mind, change my prediction and everything as we go on with this build to WrestleMania. But right now, with the first 2 weeks that we've seen of the build, it's kind of the way I'm seeing it, wrestling fans. Now, as far as Charlotte going over to NXT, I think that's probably one of the best things WWE is doing. Having Charlotte help carry that NXT brand. As far as on the women's division, you have Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler carry the Raw women's division. You have Sasha Banks and Bayley carry the SmackDown division. It's just great. Loved it. Things a perfect decision by Vinnie Mac, by Triple H, and everybody else who makes those decisions. So it makes a good fit for WrestleMania season. Plus, I also know what they're doing with that as well. And I'm sure you all do too. It's another accolade on Charlotte's resume. She is a part of another first in the WWE, as this is the first time the NXT Championship is defended at WrestleMania. Now, wrestling fans, as far as the rest of Monday Night Raw, I really cannot tell you what the main event brings us, because I'm not watching the main event, that 6-man tag team matchup. Who cares? If you know what happens in the main event, you let me know in the comments below. Everything else, that's the big main points I just brought to you. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. And make sure you become a subscriber today. And until I see you again, catch you on the other side.